best use of Van Halen ever. Thor Ragnarok, released in 2017 and directed by Taika Waititi. Probably cost a fair bit to make. I'm sure it made a lot in return for a very large profit. Starring Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Cate Blanchett, Tessa Thompson, Mark Ruffalo, and Jeff Goldblum. Okay, first off, let's be clear that I really enjoyed the first two Thor movies, alright? I got some enjoyment out of them. I found them to be quite entertaining. That's my style of thing. But this was incredible. This is extra Thor. This is more Thor. This is the Thor I never knew I wanted. It is such a good version of the mighty Thor. He got dumber and stronger. At the same time, underestimating him, assuming he's stupid, assuming he doesn't know what's going on, is a very quick way to get beat up and lose badly. I've heard it said before that this is probably the best He-Man movie we're ever gonna get. And you know, I agree with that. I think Honest Trailers came up with that title, and I agree with him wholeheartedly. It's also a fantastic finale to the character arc that is Loki. Over the 4 movies he's appeared in, he's very slowly changed his alignment. I would say that he's finally made it all the way to chaotic neutral. I don't really consider him a villain anymore. He's definitely on the side of his brother, mostly. Kind of. Perhaps. Thompson making her first appearance as the Valkyrie. That's a fun character. That is a very cool super warrior who's very flawed, and they made no attempts to hide or apologize for her flaws. This character is an alcoholic warrior running from a past and just happy to punch, shoot, or tase anything. I loved her character. It was so good to see her as pretty much a contemporary equal to Thor. And watching Thor kind of fangirl over her, that was great. Of course, Cate Blanchett is Hela. That's incredible. She just chews up every scene she's in. She's the center point of every moment that she's part of. It's also an example of what would have happened if she had kept the ring from Lord of the Rings. This is the dark version, I'd say, of the Elven Queen. And of course, the showstopper moment, the moment that actually threatened to take the focus off Thor entirely, the Hulk. Hulk is back. Hulk is fairly smart. He's like a heavily armed preschooler. This is the Hulk that we kind of been wanting to see. This is as close as we're ever going to get to the Planet Hulk movie, I suspect. It was amazing having him turn up the way he did, and then having him stick around for as long as he did. In fact, the rest of the movie. And then having Bruce Banner get around with them all. The interaction with the Banner and Valkyrie I particularly enjoyed. And when all 3 of them are squared off with Loki and trying to deal with the fact that he's in the apartment as well, the dialogue in that room scene is one of my favorite things.
So it's at this point that I realized I must have kicked the tripod or something, because I have about 6 minutes of my voice and a view of the wall next to me. Basically, it's just me geeking out about the connectivity that they had between this movie and Avengers Age of Ultron. Where you got Bruce Banner coming in, you got the video footage of Natasha trying to talk the Hulk into coming home, that sort of thing. I get very excited.
And we get all these characters combined, you get some amazing side gags and some fantastic witty one-liners. I mean, just thinking about it makes me start to laugh. The visuals are crazy. This is some next level Jack Kirby 80s early morning cartoon show stuff. Set design, spaceship design, armor design, weapon design, hell, weapons fire design. The fact that they've got rainbow blaster cannons. Rainbow blaster cannons! That is just nuts. I love so much of this movie. It was just so good. If I had any complaints, 1, I don't get enough of the Grandmaster. 2, the Warriors 3 get taken out way too easy, way too fast. They're here, they're gone, they're done. But then again, they did allow you to just focus on the main story. The Space Bros adventure comedy. Vengeance, unification story. And there's just so many other scenes packed into this that you just want to talk about. Korg turning up. The Asgardian theatre troupe with some very famous faces just naffing around on stage. The whole sequence with Doctor Strange. And of course, the great battle on the Rainbow Bridge with the amazing music playing. Thor chucking lightning round. Just the most incredible action sequence I think I've seen outside of the last 2 Avengers movies. This is crazy. And it's just too much. It's the best Thor movie, one of the best sci-fi and fantasy movies I've seen. and it sits right at the top with all the other best that the MCU has to offer. I'm totally out of time. I would love to babble about this movie for so much longer, but I can't. So all I can say is that I hope you've had a good time, you have a great week, and go watch a movie.